Hi to all my masterful manifestors. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle with Soul Purpose Activation. And today we are going to be talking about feeling it real. Okay. As you know, if you've been following my channel, if you haven't followed my channel for very long, I practice the law of assumption first before I practice the law of attraction. Okay. And I will talk about in another video the differences between the two because they are not the same. Okay, there are some slight differences, and actually the law of assumption is very much in work and actually gives the law of attraction its power for you. Okay, so the first thing that we need to know about the law of assumption is that feeling is the secret. Feeling is the secret to making the law of attraction and the law of assumption work for you. Sorry about my clearing. My allergies are on full blast today. If that kind of gets on your nerves, like me having to clear my throat, sorry. Hopefully that won't detract from you being able to receive this message. Okay. I'm going to assume that it doesn't. I'm going to assume that you're going to be fine and you'll get the message that you need. All right. So with feeling being the secret to manifesting what you want, when you want, what we first need to know is how to master our emotions. Now, there's a lot of other teachers out there who kind of skip over this part of it. All right. Because I think a lot of the reason why is it's not widely known how to master your emotions. Now, first of all, you guys need to understand it doesn't take that long. Okay. It doesn't, it actually, for me, the process of mastering your emotions is so much more faster than the process of having to master your mindset. Okay. And before we even go any further, sticking with the law of assumption, we are going to set the assumption, set the mindset that you can master and become a master of your emotions very, very quickly. All right. And as I said before, feeling is the secret. There is an actual book by Neville Goddard. I will link the book in the description box below. And it is so, it's a very little, it's just short book. It's not very long. And it's just, if you will sit there and read it and allow yourself to digest it, I'm actually going to do probably a series on that book alone. And it's a wonderful, wonderful book because it teaches you literally everything you need to know. And it may not teach you exactly how to master your emotions. There's another book for that called the Sedona Method. But it tells you the why and how it works. Okay. And if you're someone like me who wants to know the why and the how, then Feeling the Secret by Neville Goddard is perfect for that. Okay. So the first step in manifesting what it is you want to manifest in, if we are coming from the perspective of feeling is the secret, we want to get our emotions, our feelings in alignment with what we are wanting to manifest. Okay. What we're wanting to manifest out of us. Okay. Push out of us, because our outer world is a direct reflection of what's going on inside. So the first thing we do, I call it kind of like clearing the channel. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is you want to look at what it is you're wanting to manifest out of you, what you're wanting to experience, and then ask yourself why. What need or want is at the core of that that of what you're wanting to manifest in, what you're wanting to experience. Okay. There are 4 basic needs or 4 basic wants that everything we want to experience is basically born out of. So let's say if you're wanting to manifest financial success or financial independence for yourself, first, you want to ask yourself, what is the core need that financial independence will meet? Okay. And there's 4 basic core wants and needs. Okay, there's variety. No one likes, well, I shouldn't say no one, but a lot of us just, we don't want to be bored. We need feelings of excitement. We need feelings of variety. We just don't like being bored. We like to feel excited. We like to feel stimulated. We like to feel motivated and inspired. Okay, so that's one, is the feeling of wanting variety. The second one is wanting love and connection. Okay. The third one, and these aren't in any given term, just kind of listing them off for you. So a third want or need is security. Okay, a need for security, certainty, comfort. Okay, we don't really like the feeling of unpredictability when it comes to a feeling of, security. We like to know that our bills are going to be paid. We want to know how and when our needs are going to be met. And I'm talking about physical needs, bills paid, where our next meal is coming from, stuff like that. And then the fourth need is significance. We want to feel important. We want to feel unique. We want to feel like we matter. And so think about whatever it is you're wanting to manifest, what core need, and it can be multiple ones. Okay. You can have, say, if you want financial independence can meet multiple needs. Okay. For me personally, if I want to manifest in financial independence, the core need, like the main one for that would be, I almost said significance. I was going to say security, comfort, a sense of certainty. All right. And so whatever need pops up, and it's funny that significance came up, so I'm going to have to look that one, or really sit with that for myself there for a minute later. So you'll take that need, okay, and the need for certainty or security or a need for comfort, and you will do what is called the releasing process on that. Because when you think about the law of attraction and like energy attracting like energy, what you're going to realize is that there is an energetic signature for that want. Okay, we're not going to get stuck on wording. We're feeling the energetic current, because it is that energetic current that is manifesting and that is coming out of you. God, is it snowing outside? Wow. Okay. So we really need to paying attention, and you can always tell what the energetic undercurrent is of something by how it feels in your body. Okay. So when you think of wanting certainty, what does that feel like in your body? Okay. So the underlying current of these kinds of wants is coming from a place of lack, not having it. Okay. If you're wanting financial independence and financial security, it is coming from a place of what it feels like to not have it. Okay. What it feels like to not be sure that you're going to be able to pay your rent or your mortgage at the first of the month, or, not really being sure that you're going to have the ability to pay your utility bills or your credit card bills or anything like that on time. Okay. It's that feeling. There's a difference between wanting because you're lacking it, and there's a difference between wanting because you're excited and you're expecting it. Okay, there's two different energetic currents going on at work here. Okay, so when we are clearing the channel, that's the first thing, is to clear the channel of the wants. We want to remove the want that is coming from lacking it, because when we are in that state, both mentally and emotionally, that's what we're manifesting. Okay, that's what we're pushing out of us. That is what we are going to, the universe is going to send to us, people, events, circumstances, relationships, stuff like that is going to keep us in that state of wanting. Okay, so we need to clear away those wants. We need to clear away feeling uncertain, okay? Because we want certainty because we lack a sense of certainty. Okay. And so the first step in manifesting financial independence or financial security is to release the want of it. Okay. And this is so for anything that you're wanting to manifest in, whether it is a relationship, whether it is, having a baby, whether it is moving from one location to another. This is how we do it. Okay. You identify the core want. What's the core want? And then you get to work on releasing it. You release the want. And so the first step that we do to releasing the want, and this is step 2, is releasing. Okay. The first thing you do in releasing is you welcome the feeling that is there. So if you are wanting to release the want or the need for certainty, first you have to allow yourself to accept and to feel that feeling of uncertainty, that feeling of insecurity, that feeling of being uncomfortable. Okay. And the reason why we do that, so here's what we're not doing, you guys. When we are welcoming in, what we're not doing is we're not inviting it in. It's already there. Okay. And that feeling is already at the table with us. It's already sitting there. And what you have to realize is when you are trying to resist that feeling, resistance is in and of itself a feeling of its own. So when you are resisting feeling uncertain, feeling insecure, feeling uncomfortable, you are simply giving it more power. You are making it bigger. You're making that feeling of not want, you're making it stronger. You're giving it more staying power in your life. And so welcoming it is basically essentially allowing it to be there, which allows that emotion and that feeling to process out. I mean, this is so counterintuitive. This is why people have such a hard time with this step in manifesting, is because they think that if you feel it, that you are going to manifest more of it. Well, first, what you have to understand is that it's already there, and you cannot get rid of an emotion by denying it. So this is where it's different. Okay. People who are stuck on mindset and wanting to focus on just manifesting from their mind, this is where we get stuck, because you have to remember, guys, we're in a world of duality. Okay. Masculine and feminine. And what works for mindset is the exact opposite of what works for emotions. Okay. Now, this is true that if you continue to think certain thoughts, that's exactly, you're going to manifest that thought in. Okay. And so you can choose to think something different. Okay. You can resist a thought and think something else different. It does not work that way with emotions. Okay. It's the exact opposite. But this is the dichotomy between feminine energy and masculine energy. Okay. Mind is masculine energy. Emotions is feminine energy. Okay. At work. And so what works for masculine mind, mental energy does not work for feminine, emotional, heart-based energy. Okay. So when we are clearing the channel, you have to allow that emotion to process out. Okay. You got to clear the channel. And so where masculine mind energy is, clearing the channel is just thinking something different and bombarding that negative thought with positive ones. That works for masculine energy. Okay. So, but when we are clearing the channel of what we are feeling and the emotions, it's the exact opposite. Okay. You have to allow yourself to sit with the emotion that is already there, because it is housed in your body. And trying to cover it up with another emotion and trying to cover it up with positive mental mind affirmations isn't going to do anything much for what is already there. Okay. So you welcome the feeling, you welcome the emotion. It's already at the table. You let it speak to you. Okay. Whatever it is saying, whatever images it's conveying, you just sit there, you're observing. And what that does is it actually weakens its presence, its existence. Okay. You're giving notice to it, you're acknowledging it, you're allowing it to be there. Okay. Like I said, this is very counterintuitive because we have been taught to believe that if we acknowledge it, that is going to make it, if we acknowledge it, it's going to make it stronger. And it's the exact opposite. If you acknowledge it, it's actually going to allow that energy, because that's what emotional is. Emotional energy is it's very dense, potent energy. It's actually stronger than a thought. Okay. Much more dense than a thought. So if you allow and accept that, for it to just sit there with you for a moment, you will start to feel it lighten. You will start to feel it to dissipate and break up and finally move up and out of you. Okay. The second question, after you sit with it for a second, you don't have to sit with it very long. You'll actually notice that once you allow that emotion to actually sit there and allow it to tell you whatever it is it's wanting to tell you, you'll actually start to feel it get lighter. You'll start to feel it lift. The second question is, can I let this go? Can I let go of wanting or feeling? Can I let go of feeling insecure? Can I let go of wanting to feel certain? Okay. So the first question is can I allow myself to feel uncertain? Can I allow myself to feel insecure? Can I allow myself to feel uncomfortable? And then the second question would be, now can I let go of wanting to feel secure? Can I let go of wanting to feel comfortable? Can I let go of that? Because remember, if you're wanting to feel comfortable, that is saying I lack that experience, I lack that feeling. And you aren't able to experience something as long as you are continuing to tell yourself that you lack it. Okay. So we definitely want to let go of wanting to feel secure in benefit of actually feeling secure. Okay. Because what this process is doing, it's actually clearing the channel. And what you will realize is that you already are all of those things. Okay. There's two things at work here that you have to really accept, is that your 3D reality is reflecting back to you everything that you have thought and felt in alignment up to this point. And so the only way that your 3D reality is going to change is by changing what is going on in here. And what you will start to realize is that you can think and you can feel secure regardless of what your 3D reality is reflecting back to you right now. Okay. Your 3D reality is reflecting back to you your past thoughts and feelings up to this point. You have to change what's going on in here and in here before you start to see the reflection out there. Okay. So can I let go of wanting security? Can I let go of wanting comfort? Can I let go of wanting a sense of certainty? Okay. And yes, the answer is yes. And if whatever it is you're working on releasing, if the answer is no, or I don't know, that's fine. It's all valid. Okay. It's all acknowledged. The process you are releasing no matter what, just you being able to sit with whatever it is you are feeling, just you acknowledging and giving yourself and just asking the question, can I let go, is actually releasing. Okay. But incidentally enough, the third question is definitely for that sense of if you're feeling like I want to let it go, but I can't, I don't know if I can. The third question is really kind of for that. Okay. The third question is, would I let this go? Would I let go of wanting to feel secure? If I could let go, would I? Okay. That's the third question. And the fourth question is when will I let this go? When will I let go of wanting to feel secure, wanting to feel certain, wanting to feel comfortable? When will I let go? And again, that's up to you. Most of us say now, we want to let go of it right now because we want to start experiencing that now, right? And the funny thing is when you actually start to clear out the channel of this emotional resistance, when you start to clear out the wants, you actually start to feel secure, regardless of what's going on out there. Okay. And so, and you may have to go through the questioning process more than once. But what's going to happen is you'll start to feel, because there's you can feel there's a feeling that goes along with not being certain. You can feel it in your body. Okay. And the more that you release through it, the more you'll get to a sense of neutrality. Okay. Somewhere right in the middle. It's like you're expecting to feel comfort, but yet you're not feeling uncomfortable in this moment. Okay. So that's clearing the channel. Step one to manifesting is clearing the channel of any resistance, number one, to what is, because we understand as manifestors, as creators of our reality, that what we are feeling and thinking that, that are in alignment, that's what we are in the process of manifesting right now. Yeah. Then after that, what we want to do is we actually want to cultivate the feeling of, or assume, as the law of assumption states, we want to assume, I say cultivate, the feeling that goes along with the affirmations and the thoughts that we are manifesting out of us. Okay. So if you are wanting to manifest financial independence and financial security, then what you want to do then is have affirmations that are in alignment with what it is to think and feel when you are financially secure and financially independent. Okay. Now remember, affirmations are to be in the present tense as if you are experiencing it right now. Okay. Now I will, it's I am or I have. Okay. I am financially secure. I am financially abundant. I am financially independent. Okay. And whatever resistance pops up as you are saying these affirmations, you start to release through them. Okay. So you want to think of how would it feel when you are financially secure, financially independent, financially abundant? What does that feel like? For me personally, there's a sense of relief, very much Empress energy, just a sense of comfort, just what it feels like to feel secure. Okay. So when we are cultivating those feelings, and you don't have to pinpoint, you guys, this is something very important. You don't have to actually pinpoint the feeling. If it's difficult for you to do that, start with what it feels like to feel thankful, to feel a sense of gratitude. And if you can't really connect with feeling thankful and grateful for having more than enough, having more than what you need, then this is where it's really cool, because you don't have to, you just want to put yourself in a very emotionally and mentally fertile state for these manifestations to start popping off. Okay. So if it's very difficult for you to start to put yourself in an emotional state, or to cultivate an emotional state of gratitude because you have more than enough, then you can cultivate the emotional state of gratitude by calling up past memories, or even being grateful for what you have right now. Okay. So what are you thankful for right now? I have a roof over my head. My bills are actually paid right now. Right. And just whatever you have to be thankful for. I'm healthy. My kids are healthy. My parents are still alive. I have food to eat. You know what I mean? There's so many things that we have to feel thankful for and actually cultivate that feeling and thankfulness. And once you get that feeling, you're in that feeling, you can start to add your affirmations in there. I'm thankful that I am financially abundant. I'm thankful. I feel grateful that I have more than I need. I have an abundance of resources. I have an abundance of money. You know, you get yourself in that state. Like if you have a hard time starting off feeling grateful for financial abundance when it's not being reflected or experienced in your 3D reality yet, this is kind of like the hijack. Okay, this is the life hack. You can start off with feeling thankful for what you are experiencing right now. You can feel thankful for experiences that you've had in the past. I'm thankful for my grandmother who raised me, who gave me love. You know, she's no longer with us. But I can cultivate those feelings of gratitude and get myself in that emotionally abundant and fertile state. Then I can start throwing my affirmations in there once I'm already feeling thankful and grateful. You know what I mean? So, I mean, what you can do also is, you know, if there was a point in time when you did feel financially abundant, you did feel financially secure, you can call that feeling up as well. What did it feel like when you did feel financially secure, financially abundant, financially comfortable? What did that feel like? And once you get into that feeling, then you can start throwing those affirmations in there and start watering those affirmations with that feeling. Okay, this is how you feel it real. If you know, and this is a really cool thing, and I'm going to talk about the 17-second manifestation. Where is it? Oh, I'm actually wearing it. Okay, you guys, you don't have to do this for very long. Okay, there's a thing that Abraham Hicks, see that? That's a mustard seed. I don't know if you can see how small those are. Those are very small. They're actually, it's like the size of a grain. Okay, I've talked about having mustard seed faith. And I'll do a separate video on this, okay? The reason why you don't have to worry, like say if you're only able to do this for maybe 5 or 10 minutes every single day, and then for the rest of the day, you just kind of go on autopilot. The cool thing about it is that positive feelings, positive emotion is so potent compared to on the other end of the spectrum where there is shame, feelings of worthlessness, hopelessness, guilt, things of that nature. The creative power, manifesting power of emotions that are on the higher end of the scale are so potent and so powerful that even if you spend 17 seconds being totally immersed in the feeling of what it is to have it now, that you can spend basically the rest of the day on autopilot, whether you're thinking of it or not, it doesn't matter. Okay. Gratitude, peace, love, acceptance, courage, all of that. Those are good emotions, very powerful emotions that are so potent that it doesn't matter if you're on autopilot. And, you know, and what you'll start to do, you guys, is I don't suggest this actually, you know, but I'm just letting you know, if that's where you're at in your manifesting journey right now, it doesn't really matter. These emotions, especially when they are in alignment with your affirmations, are so powerful. The creative power is so powerful and so potent compared to doubt and insecurity and all of that stuff, that those lower vibing thoughts and emotions, especially the emotions, are not even going to be able to put a dent or a scratch in it. Okay. What you'll start to realize, you guys, is as you are putting yourself in this feeling it real thing, is that if you will consciously start to make this like a practice, okay, 2 or 3 times a day. They say 17 seconds is all you need. I'm down for it, you guys. I'm all for making this as effortless and as painless and whatever as possible. Okay. If you can't, but you know what? I personally, if I can make myself feel good And in that state, if I can make myself feel good all day, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to, and the cool thing about it is as you start to consciously, with effort, make this a habit, you make it a habit to feel good, it starts to become a subconscious habit, and you just are going to constantly be in this state of joyful expectation. You're going to feel comfortable. You're going to feel secure. And it's going to be a habit. Like, you're not going to have to sit there and really try to go through the process. It becomes a habit. Okay. And so which is where, I'm pretty much at for most of things in my life right now. I'm constantly in a state of peace with my surroundings. And when you start to be in that space is when your outside world finally starts to reflect that. Okay. And it starts to happen very quickly. Okay. Remember, when it comes to the law of assumptions, you really want to check your assumptions when it comes to manifestation. Do you assume that it's going to be a while before your outside world starts to reflect your inner world? We'll change that. Start to assume that you're going to start experiencing your manifestations in your 3D reality, like right effing now. Okay. And you will start to see evidence of that being so very, very quickly. Okay. Let's see. So we did step 1 and step 2. Is there a step 3? Step 3, I would just say it's done. Okay. What your manifestation, you know, not to necessarily set it and forget it, but just know that it's done. Your manifestation, it's set in stone. It's coming. It's done. It already is here. Energetically, it's already here. You got the tracking number. It's here. Okay. It's yours. You own it. You're the owner of it. Okay. Just go about your day. Anytime it might come on mind, especially if you start to feel yourself kind of waning as far as doubt goes, like if you consciously are picking up on, I'm not thinking the best thoughts that are in alignment with that, then you can just go back to step 1 and step 2, clear the channel, release the wants. I guess step 3 would be to cultivate the feeling of feeling it real. Okay. I'll have to, I don't know, I'll go in the description box and kind of work around how to break these up into chapters for you. Okay. All right, you guys, that was it for this specific video. If it resonated, if you liked it, if you love this kind of content and teaching, do me a favor, smash the like button, comment, share, subscribe. Definitely let me know what you thought in the comments. Okay. Share and subscribe if you feel led to do so. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.